want you to stay till I'm in the grave, till I rot away, dead and buried, till I'm in the casket you carry. If you go, I'm going through.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get lip filler. Woo! Getting lip filler since I was like 18 years old. I first started getting it in Russia, so that was like 18 years old. Okay, this was a long time ago. No, I can't do this. I'm so sorry. Like, it's so fucking awkward. Okay, much better. So a lot of people frequently ask me if I get my lips injected. People have honestly been asking me for probably 10 years. I just really haven't answered that question prior to maybe 2 years ago. So obviously, yes, I do get my lips filled. I first got them filled when I was 18 years old. This was when I was in Kaliningrad, which is where my dad's side of my family is from. And back then, my lips were definitely overfilled. I think one time maybe they even did like 1.5 syringes, and boy oh boy, I literally cannot even look back at those pictures. I'm obviously gonna show you guys. Like, horrible, horrible. Who did this to me? Needless to say, I do not get one whole syringe anymore. So back then I would be doing a full syringe every 2 or 3 years, just because it would take so long for that amount of filler to dissolve. And it's not like I have small lips from birth. My bottom lip is pretty freaking big from birth. It's just my top lip that's not symmetrical, and that's why I get lip fillers, because I kind of want to like make them more symmetrical. I think it makes me prettier and it makes me more confident, and I don't know. Do I really have to keep explaining? Fillers these days definitely do have bad connotations and bad associations, and that's because a lot of people's filler honestly looks like shit. But if you do something tastefully, it's not gonna look like that. Like, it's just not. I found this wonderful nurse that does a Russian lip technique with her filler. So it's basically not giving you like a projected duck pout, but it's kind of like filling in the borders of your lips, if that makes sense. So it's just like a different way of injecting filler, and I prefer this method a lot. It's my first time going to her, so I don't know. Oh, and by the way, the other reason why I'm going to her is because I asked her, I DM'd her, I'm like, do you guys do half syringes? Because I don't want to buy a whole syringe. That's what they always make me do at med spas. They're always, they're like, oh, that's too little, but you're not gonna see results. Trust me, you need the full syringe. I'm like, no, trust me, I know my body and I know what I want. And I don't want my lips to look like an anus. Many places and many med spas will call this like a mini lip lift or something, like a lip fill. It's been like 1 minute and my lips are frozen. This is some strong shit. Here's what I look like right now. This is only 0.6 of a syringe, and the numbing will swell your lips as well. So once this goes down, in like a day or two, it's gonna be beautiful. Like, I don't know if you guys are following all of the discourse on social media, but basically people now are saying that, oh my god, as it turns out, we have been told that filler dissolves all these years, but it actually doesn't. It just migrates. I don't think that's true. Filler doesn't necessarily always migrate, you know what I mean? Like, my filler has never migrated. And it just always kind of like goes away and dissolves. I think if you're injecting way too much filler into your face, obviously it's gonna cause swelling. Also, I have had nasolabial folds injected 2 years ago. I have had my cheeks actually filled in like 2017. That was an interesting experience. I don't think it suited me at all. It was pretty weird. Like, it wasn't awful. I went to an incredible place and it was so painful because they used a cannula. So basically they inject you right here and then they go in with this super long syringe and like weave the filler in. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. Not a nice experience, to be honest. Okay, anyway. You don't even have to know me to know that I am obsessed with white wine. And you may also know that I love Marlborough New Zealand wines. That's pretty much the only wines I will drink. However, today I'm gonna be trying something even more exciting, which is First Sight Wines. They make organic, sustainably packaged wines at an affordable price point. You can order them online. The packaging of them is actually adorable, and unfortunately I am one of those people that will purchase wine based on the packaging. And honestly, I've never been disappointed, so Their wines are from Paso Robles, which if you don't know anything about Paso Robles, it's an AVA region north of Los Angeles. It's in North California. And because Paso Robles is an acclaimed AVA region, the wines that come from there are easily superior. Which not to mention the fact that in my last video, I told you guys that my life goal is to be an old lady that grows wine. And Paso Robles just so happens to be one of those areas I would kill to live in and make wine in. I want to be your mother one day. I think I'm gonna be making some sort of seafood dish. Obviously that amazing Greek salad with those heirloom tomatoes, and I'm gonna be drinking this Sauvignon Blanc. So catch me and my boyfriend doing a taste test in 3, 2, 1.
You must have did.
You know, these are from Paso Robles. Watching TV.
Tastes pretty good.
And before I forget, if you guys are interested in trying Paso Robles First Sight wines, you can use my link in the description box and you'll get 25% off your first order. So these are honestly already affordable, but thank you to First Sight for the extra coupon. Hi guys, I don't know how I went from not wanting to talk about lip fillers to being like, hey guys, here's my bruised ass swollen lips after I got them injected yesterday. They're still really freaking swollen. They're not gonna look like this in a week, I promise, okay? Let's see if my usual brown concealer lip liner thing works to cover up these bruises. Honestly, it's not even so much of like a bruise situation as it is like, I look like I got lip filler yesterday. That's what I look like, and I don't wanna look like that. Very exciting news, my boyfriend is actually on a flight right now, and he's gonna be here in a couple of hours. Woo! Except I actually have to go to an event minus 20 minutes ago, whatever. It's like, it's not, you know, it's not important to be like punctual, so whatever. And it's like 5 minutes from my house, so whatever. I have something else to talk about that I think is so exciting and nobody's probably gonna care, but I used to hate, listen, you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? I used to hate tomatoes. Wait, do I look crazy? Because otherwise I'm not gonna post this, and this is really important. I can't put my lips together because it's bruised AF. That's not bad, right? Not bad. Anyway, so guys, I used to hate tomatoes, and over the past couple of weeks I've just been in like this Greek salad kick. It's the only thing I want to eat is Greek salad. So I've just been buying tomatoes, cucumbers, feta cheese, purple onion, and black olives, right? That's all you need, assuming that you have balsamic and olive oil at home, which most people probably do. Up until last year, if you put a tomato on my food, I will take it off. Like, I will not eat tomatoes. The whole point of my story is the fact that I actually do like tomatoes. As it turns out, I'm gonna show you guys. I got these at the farmer's market, which is unsurprising because everything at the farmer's market tastes amazing. They're heirloom tomatoes. I think if you like look up the recipe for a Greek salad, they tell you to use like Roma tomatoes. You know those like longer tomatoes that they use for tomato juice? I hate those tomatoes. I hate cutting them up because they don't cut up properly and they don't smell like an orchard. Like, highly recommend checking out some heirloom California tomatoes. This is kind of disgusting, but this is how I do my makeup. This is my new mirror because I broke my other one. And then there's that girl. My boyfriend literally arrives in an hour. Look at this dress. Okay, I freaking love this dress. It's so flattering. Sorry, I'm like on my tippy toes. You guys could see me. Super soft, comfortable. Are you sold yet? I'm not so sure if it belongs in LA or somewhere in the Bahamas, but we don't all get choices like that, so let's go. Does my hair look weird? Okay, you guys, I just came back from the event that I was at. Oh my god. This girl came up to me and she said that she used to watch my Russian YouTube videos and that I inspired her to start her own channel. She then got an O1 visa and was able to come to the United States. And then she's like, today my lawyer called me and I was approved for a green card and it was all because of you. Holy shit, not only am I doing things that I never thought I would be able to do, but you guys are. Like, this girl in 2 years, she has more followers on Instagram than I do, but like, I think she came up during the time that like TikTok, all these like TikTok dance groups were really popular, so people were like making viral videos every single day, like together, you know, dancing in some house, whatever. I was not on the internet during that time. I took like a 2-year break. Which was just such a convenient time for me to not be on the internet. You know, when COVID was happening and no one had anything to do but watch videos, I was just like, peace. I want no part in this. Anyway, how fucking crazy. I hugged her like 10 times and clapped for her there, but I'll do it again. Oh my god, my thing's gonna break. How insane. My boyfriend's in an Uber on his way over here. So basically I'm trying to like plan what we're gonna do for dinner. I've also been thinking a lot recently about journaling. And journaling not in the context of mental health and trying to like figure out your feelings and whatnot. Well, kind of, but okay, basically I have a lot of thoughts about a lot of things. And I like my thoughts. I think that when I really focus on thinking about something, I can develop this like kind of complex opinion on it. And these are opinions that I wish I could remember within myself, but because I think about so many different things throughout the day, like I kind of like forget about what my opinions on this thing is or like that thing. I forget little epiphanies that I have when I'm thinking about something. I feel like journaling is helpful not only in developing your language skills, like for example, if I had a journal prompt and I was like, what are my feelings on marriage? Do I think marriage is necessary in the 21st century? And if I was writing pages and pages about that, while you're writing, you're also gonna have thoughts that you're gonna be writing down simultaneously. And keeping track of all of your ideas and thoughts, I feel like is helpful not only for your mental health, but for making you a more interesting person, because you're gonna have so many opinions, you're gonna remember, you're gonna know more precisely what your opinions on different things are. Once you leave high school, university, whatever it is, if you don't have a job that forces you to write essays and all of that, inevitably year after year after year, you're gonna keep forgetting things. Like honestly, I remember when I was a kid and I would like look at my mom and I'd be like, why am I smarter than her? Why can I write better than this woman? It's because she hasn't written anything in like 20 years. And so I'm not saying that for any reason other than I think it's so important to keep writing. While I was in school, one of the things that I feared the most was one day forgetting everything that I spent so much time learning. And it's not even just because I wasted so much time learning it, it's also because I think that knowledge is super useful and cool. I am already like forgetting certain things about science, which is kind of stressful, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go to school because I don't want to be examined and I don't really care about no degree, but I just want to be consistently educated on everything that has to do with life. And I feel like maybe writing and journaling is one of the ways that we can condition our own selves to like think in a structured way and to then be able to eloquently express all of those thoughts, you know? Like I feel like public speaking and expressing myself eloquently is something that I used to do a lot better than I do now because I just practice it way less now. And I'm in those situations way less. So yeah, goals. Things I'm working on. Come with me to do blood work and find out if I have an autoimmune disorder.
My little cutie patootie.
So, will someone please explain to me why my lip kept swelling up to like baboon ass size? Anyway, it turns out that the reason that has been happening is not anything anyone could have predicted, including myself. This could be a very long conversation, but I had blood work done and I need to do confirming blood work, but I'm almost positive that this is what has been going on with me. It's called a C1 esterase inhibitor deficiency. If you don't know what a C1 esterase inhibitor deficiency is, I don't blame you because I would have never fucking known either.